Hey babes, happy Tuesday. Time for another edition of Training Tip Tuesday with me, Coach Coral from Team Babe Athletics. I hope everybody's week is off to a great start. I know it's kind of an interesting space for a lot of us, so I wanted to hop in today and talk about something that may not get as much coverage, which I think tends to be a trend for our Training Tip Tuesdays. But the thought for today is why numbers numbers in the sense of training data, why numbers are not the be all end all when it comes to tracking your training. Okay, so I want to talk about why qualitative feedback. So we'll unpack what that means here in a little bit, but why qualitative feedback? So more of the soft metrics of how you're feeling, stress, input, all of these different things, why that is just as important as the numbers that you're seeing on your Garmin or on Training Peaks or on your power meter. So first off, you are not a robot. Nobody is. And so the hard input, hard output algorithm doesn't really work so great when you are talking about things like life stress, perhaps illness or sickness, injury, daily living commitments, fueling, fatigue, sleep, all of these other things that affect how you're feeling and what you can put forth on any given day in regards to your effort and mental capacity. So this is so critical and something that Coach Ray and I work on quite a bit and have conversations about with all of our athletes is, how are you feeling? How was your sleep last night? Are you prepared? Are you fueled well for a big training day? Do you have any life stressors going on? I know that's almost impossible to not have life stressors at this moment. And so bearing in mind that all of these additional factors that are not just hard input, hard output as far as training effort, time, speed, etc., they have such a profound impact on what you're able to put forth. And so what the action item would be here is to, if you're not already tracking these sorts of things, start doing that. You can assign sort of a numeric aspect to these things if you want to make it a bit more, if you're more of a numbers person. You can assign a numeric value to how little or how great of an impact it's having on your sleep, your fueling, your outside stress levels, etc., your focus, anything that feels relevant to you over the course of time. You can assign that numeric data and kind of see how it plays out, or just taking stock of that in your training notes, whether it's in conversations with your coach, notes in Training Peaks, notes in your training log, something like that. And over time, what this allows you to do is hone in on some trends of other things that are affecting your ability to recover well, have really superb training sessions, maybe not have maybe not have great training sessions. So, great racing outcomes, not so great racing outcomes. And so over time, you start to learn more about yourself as an athlete, but also an athlete that fits in with a daily living flow in the world around you. And so you can figure out how you can begin to adjust factors around you or make adjustments to your training so that it better fits in with the sort of flow that you currently have. So this is more of a broad picture of taking stock of these sorts of factors, but I think it's so easy to get so attached to our watch and our power meter and our Training Peaks and our data and all of these numbers, but there really is an art to the science of training, of racing, and I really think it's fruitful and beneficial for us to take stock of these things, especially in times like these with high stress, high emotion, high commitment levels to other things that we have going on, because it truly does impact everything around us. So if y'all have any questions about that, let me know. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's thought. Just a couple other announcements. We are about 3 weeks deep into the Rock Your Race training group, which has been fantastic. This week coming up, if you're in the Clearwater area today, if you did not yet see the post, we are seeing some wave action from our 2 tropical systems that have been in the Gulf. So it is wavy, but we have an offshore wind. So it's like smooth waves, more predictable than kind of that afternoon chop that we tend to see. So do be aware that there will be some current factored in for today's swim. If you're headed out to Sand Key, I'll be there about 5:15, 5:30. And we'll do a live video if you want some eyeballs in the water. But definitely be mindful about your capacity for handling those sorts of situations if you're thinking about coming out. Coach Leo on Saturday is going to be hosting a time trial swim practice, not an event, but a practice if you want to have an accurately timed 0.6, 1.2, or 2.4 mile swim. We're targeting that for Saturday morning, so stay tuned for more information or just PM me for details. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we've got race mode swim for Rainbow River coming up on September 6th. So do be sure to follow the Sunshine Swim Series, sunshineopenwater.com, for all of those Clearwater type events. We've got a September calendar coming out soon. Yeah. All right. I think that's it. I hope everybody has a phenomenal Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or to Coach Ray if you have any questions, need support around anything, or just want to touch base. Always happy to do that. And with that, stay safe, have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Stay badass.